Richardson with Relevate. We are Real Estate Elevated, and we're coming at you with another episode of I'm Moving to North Carolina, Now What? Today I have one of my most favorite humans on the planet, Mica Parekh, who is the owner of Mica's Sweets and Treats with us. Mica, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Well, I would love for you to talk a little bit to the audience about what is Mica's Sweets and Treats. How did you get started, and what made you start your business in kind of an interesting time frame?
Hey, y'all. I'm so excited to be here today and share information about my business. Mica Sweets and Treats was actually an idea from an adopted granny in Louisiana of mine. And we were talking about things that I could do to liven up my life a little bit. Little did I know she would be right on point with that. She convinced me to bake my first set of cookies. And when I put them on Facebook, people were like, well, how much? And I was like, for what? And and I was just so surprised that, people wanted to purchase them and buy them. I was like, hey, okay, this is good. So I really, the whole, sales side of it, the whole making people happy, that's why I'm here. And it was a great partnership from the beginning. It just so happened that it started at the end of 2019. That was my first holiday season. And then in January, I went ahead and really made it a business. And then I just kind of was doing DIY kits and having a good time. And all of a sudden, COVID hit.
Yeah.
And so then came all of the parents that 1 week was fun, 2 weeks was okay, 3 weeks, they were like, I don't know who these people are, and I can't do this anymore. So the DIY kits really went just off the charts. It was just so exciting. And I have a lot to thank COVID for, actually, because it kept me in my kitchen for a really long time, and year and a half, and helped me build this business. And I just, I was able to help people with their baked goods and things. There's a lot of people out there, I was so surprised, that don't like to cook. They don't like to bake. They want no
You're
part of it.
At one of them. That's why it's important to have people like this in your life, y'all. But no, I know that you had done some of the DIY kits even as school fundraisers, because I know that my son started kindergarten during the COVID years, as we lovingly refer to them, right? And that was something that you had done for his elementary school, was create these very school-centered, so like themed, right, to whatever our goal was.
That's right.
For them, and they were amazing.
I can do that for any fundraising event. We can go through and customize your boxes and put them together in a really nice package, and you'll raise lots of money with them.
Absolutely. I know it was a huge hit and it was a lot of success. So something else that I want to talk about is, what do you cover? So obviously I have been a taste tester of many different things that Mica has made. Thank goodness for also having access to a local gym, because otherwise that could end up really bad, right? But I do think that the audience would like to know, so what things are your top whatever that you love making, and then what are some other avenues of things they could possibly request from you?
Sure, absolutely. Well, I don't know who wouldn't know at this point, but I did win the North Carolina State Fair in 2021 with my brown butter salted caramel chocolate chunk cookie. Super excited about that. And I also won for my chocolate brownie cutout cookie as well. And
those are two of my favorites.
Yes, very much so. And so, wink, wink to the gym coach you have. So, be on the watch for you eating too many of those. But so that brown butter cookie it's really on everybody's, the top of their list when they're ordering. I can do those in dozens. I can do those in platters. I can set you up on a subscription. Lots of good stuff. The DIY kits are on subscription now. You can order them monthly. You pay monthly, and those are custom in the sense of there's a couple of different themes that you're offered for each month, and it's great for 1 kid or 10 kids, whatever you have, and it keeps them busy enough for you to get at least 1.5 glasses of wine. I've tried it. Okay, so I know these things.
There's your timestamp, guys.
So they're decorating cookies. You can be out on the patio drinking a glass of wine.
Well, and the
So,
subscription service is wonderful, especially if you have a kid with allergies. Because, like, our middle child has a sesame allergy, and it's great because Micah's ingredients are straightforward
they
and they
are.
are right there on the box. And so I know for me, I need to know what's in the food for many different reasons. And so it's great that you're just so open and honest with what's going into what you create.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have people call me all the time with allergies and intolerances, and I'm very clear that
Mm-hmm.
if at any point this makes you nervous,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to make me even more nervous. So
Yeah.
I would appreciate you just
Mm-hmm.
not doing it. So I don't know. I'm certain there are tons of other business owners that say the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but I hold tight to that because I never want anybody to get sick off of something that I've truly created with love.
Yeah.
So with the brown butters and then the DIY kits, even my logo cookies are fantastic. I can put anybody's logo on those cookies, and they are fantastic tools for you growing your business, thanking your referral partners, wanting to say hello to people you want to work with. Those are just fantastic tools. And so I really enjoy those, and I do a ton of those a week. I can do breakfast charcuterie boards, even though charcuterie means meat in French. Everybody calls them that here. And the breakfast charcuterie boards are just really neat. And they can have biscuits, and they can have meat on them, lots of fruit, lots of jellies, homemade honey butter, anything, mini waffles and pancakes. I'm getting hungry. And just thinking about it, that's a great way for a sales team to get started on a Monday or a sales team to finish on a Friday. So those are really great things coming out of the bakery right now, really in droves. And then I can create all of these things to go. If you guys are headed to the beach and you want something like that for your beach week, I'm definitely available to create your muffins for the morning or the chocolate dipped strawberries for the evening, whatever you need.
No, and let's talk about something else that we haven't mentioned, your cookie cakes.
Oh, yes.
These things are massive. They're like deep dish, and they even sometimes can have the sugar cookies like on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, those things are outstanding.
Thank you. Thank
guys
you.
can tell
Deep
that-
dish.
yeah.
I love that term. I hadn't done
the only way to describe it, right? Is it's like a deep dish cookie. It's amazing. I might be putting in some orders after this episode. But so let's kind of flesh out people who are moving here. They're trying to build a new community. And so obviously we're constantly looking for recommendations of go-to people. So if I'm to find my new neighborhood baker, what are some really important questions I should be asking in the process? Or what are some important things that should be a part of that business partnership and that relationship?
Great question. I think the first question is to ask, have you been certified by the Department of Agriculture? Which means that someone from the Department of Ag has actually gone into the kitchen, seen it with their own eyes, and signed off on it. It's very important that you do that and have that done as a baker. So Mica Sweets and Treats is approved by the Department of Agriculture, and I'm an LLC business. And the second most important thing is, do you have insurance? Because it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
And I just do everything above board. So my business is set up as an LLC, and I do have business insurance as well. So I'm covered from door to door. So I think for me, that would be extremely important. And then, are they outgoing and sweet and kind? That would be another question that I would ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And I think that something else that a lot of times people are questioning is like lead time. So how far out from an event do they need to tell you for, let's say it was ordering a cake? What's the expectation there, or how can we set good expectations for delivery?
Always as much time as could possibly be given is the best answer to that question.
Yeah.
I have taken cake orders a week in advance if I have time on my board, but I must say I am having to say no more and more often now because I'm already booked. And when you start talking about holidays, you guys know the holidays are coming. Okay. So, and everybody's thinking about it. So don't let your baker be the last person to hear that you need a charcuterie board for Thanksgiving morning for 35 people that are living in your home for the week. So, on the day before Thanksgiving. So, make sure that you order that for me at least a week to 10 days in advance in that time frame, because a lot of other people are doing it. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And something else that I know that is one of your things is king cakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bringing in that background.
LSU king cakes and Louisiana all the way. Yep.
There you go, guys.
Yep.
Unfortunately, LSU over here, Bama family here, but needless to say, we
I
still
still
get
love
along
her.
nonetheless.
I still love her.
Well, what's one last thing that you'd like to leave with the audience as far as working with you, or a recommendation from your business, or even a tagline that just really represents who you guys are?
So we just strive to make everybody happy with what we create on a daily basis. And I've been here for 30 years in Raleigh, and I have connections. I'm able to bring people together. So I'm kind of a more than one part of that whole package, if you will. I'm not just a baker, I'm a connector. And so I love learning about my clients. It's not just, I don't want to be a one and done. I want you to come to me, and for every birthday, every holiday, every opportunity that I can bake for you. And if there's anything else I can help you with, I want to be able to do that as well. Laura knows this to be true. And so I think that there's going to be a lot of growth coming up, and I'm really, really excited about that. I have the most fantastic team. I have to give a shout out to my team. They carry me. They are my rock. They make me look good, and I appreciate them so very much. I love you all. And I'm just excited to add on to that team and just continue to grow. And Mica's Sweets and Treats is just, eat, enjoy, repeat kind of company. And we want you to join our family.
Well, thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to many sweet treats and other baked goods coming down the pike. Guys, we'll drop all of her information on how to reach out to her and go ahead and get on the holiday schedule down at the bottom of this episode. So feel free to look for that, as well as drop some comments or tag somebody else you know needs to get a cake or some cookies on the books. I'm Laura Richardson with Relevate. All right, y'all, thank you for joining us today. Be sure to like, share, and follow us on Instagram as well as YouTube. We're also on Apple Podcasts. Again, I'm Laura Richardson with Relevate.